Hi dear friends, my name is Sergey, I'm the founder of Moychay, and today we'll talk about tea bags. What's the origin of tea bags? In the beginning of 20th century, Tom Sullivan from New York, he invented the method of brewing. Took some tea, put them in a silk bag and started brewing them, just to make a more convenient method of brewing tea, to avoid the washing of the pot after the leaves and so on. He put regular loose leaf tea inside the silk bags, and actually it was nothing bad there, because good fabric, good tea, nothing can spoil the tea. But now the tea bags is highly industrialized commodity, produced for mass market for efficiency, quantity over quality. Industrial mass market production, there is a goal to have as cheap as possible product which made efficient, which boost the infusion time. In order to achieve this efficiency, tea producers find a way how to make it. We just make they grind the tea to a very small fracture or make granules, and mostly the material is the kind of leftovers of loose leaf tea production or specially made CTC level product, which is just very hard to analyze, even if you open the tea bag, which we do now, and you can see that inside we have very small fraction which looks like dust. It's very difficult to understand what level of the tea used for it, because for a good product we know, okay, it can be buds or buds and one leaf, two leaf, one bud or something like that. So we need to understand what the content, what age of the tea, for example, if it's green tea it might be fresh, and other parameters, and we can analyze as soon as we see this. To make this product in a scale, you need to blend it. So it means it can be even one region, can be many teas brought from different regions, all blended, also aromatized to have a standard taste, and on top of that also when you aromatize the tea, you mask the original flavor. Often there are no flavor at all, because industrial quality product is not sweet, not floral, not aromatic. And to mask it, you just add aromatizers and make a standard taste. Here it's not even close comparable even to cheap level loose leaf tea. And there are also environmental issues, because to make a huge volume of product, there you only focused on efficiency, speed, quantity. It's impossible to achieve your goal without compromising the quality of the product. And here we see the main issue. So the tea is fertilized, and even if it's organic certified, it doesn't mean that tea is good organoleptic wise. There are still very poor level of aroma, fragrance, aftertaste, and so on. For real tea connoisseur, it's very important to know the origin, the date of production, at least the season, the proper type of the bush, the elevation on sea level, and so on and so on. I think this is also a very big difference in terms of responsible sourcing, because as soon as there's such a long chain of supply with many middlemen, it means that the farmer itself receive much less comparing to loose leaf tea, invest more time and more effort to make a quality product. And if Tom Sullivan used silk for the material of the bag itself, modern producers use some nylon on other composite materials or something else, and latest research show up that there is a lot of microplastic, which is not healthy at all. So this is why even if it's organic tea, or even if some companies who use these kind of bags and put their proper loose leaf tea, still I think it's not a good idea, because as soon as you can just use so many methods of infusion of good quality loose leaf tea, you don't need to waste it on this way of brewing with the bags. So back to loose leaf, which we drink now. What's the main difference? Mainly the source, the origin of the tea. What's the region? What terroir? Who is a producer? Proper season, proper technology implemented. We know it's stored properly also, because for some teas, especially like greens or some other teas, which really important for them to be fresh, and for teas which is not so important like black or puer, the older you store the better. So now these facts tremendously help us find proper tea. And also very important, the loose leaf tea have a ceremony, proper ways of brewing. We have different traditions, not only Chinese tradition, but also Japanese and other countries have its own traditions of brewing the tea. It's also kind of social drink when you can drink tea all together. The level of enjoyment the loose leaf tea and just a commodity level product is completely uncomparable. Also very important to say, because as soon as we talk about the dust, and we know like now we have a matcha tea as a product, which also very small fraction, but there is a very big difference. Matcha is only one exception for the powdery tea or small fraction tea, so it's a premium product which needs intricate technology to get it right. And also a little bit about the standards of fraction for loose leaf tea, because actually as soon as we see many loose leaf teas, we can see how different they look. Here we have a very small collection. We have a buds, which is a single bud. We have a bud in one leaf. We have rolled in spherum type of a tea, and they have strip rolled tea, and they have a spiral tea. It's all loose leaf, so loose leaf can be also compressed tea. It's all still you see the leaf, and as soon as you brew them, you can often take out the leaf and you can open the whole leaf and you can see it. This is the main how you can also understand what's inside of the product which you drink, what is the content of the product. If you feel a bit lost and maybe confused with such a complex details and maybe method of brewing and so on, here are a few baby steps so you can easily make the switch. Pick one tea type which you regularly drink, would it be white, black, green or whatever, and go to local specialized shop and just try to find loose leaf analog of this tea, even if it can be basic because you need to start from something. And you can buy a very simple, like small glass kung-fu pot, or preferably this kind of percolation method of brewing. It can be smaller version of a tea tray, it can be like compact travel set, or it can be special glass pot with a lid. But anyhow, we can see in the description video about proper methods of brewing of the tea. We describe in detail these methods. If you don't have a specialized tea shop in your area, there are hundreds of shops, including ours, which ship tea worldwide. You can find the link for our shop in the description. And also, if you're not ready to invest in all the proper Russells and even in a very high level specialized loose leaf tea, you can just start from very beginning, just take a regular ceramic pot and buy just loose leaf, not the bags. And even this will bring a big difference to your daily tea drinking time. As soon as you try it even once, proper loose leaf tea, without aromatizers, with a good sourcing, with a proper storage and from a good professional who work on it, it's such a dramatical difference comparing to the bags, so it's not even close. Also, it's very important to say that good tea contains much more health compounds. Yeah, so it can be whatever antioxidants, flavonoids, terpenoids, all possible variations up to 400 compounds content in a good quality tea. The essential oils, the vitamins, and tea dust, these compounds just not preserved. And also with the highly industrialized plantations, they are so very poor, and this soil actually just don't have all of that ingredients. So this is why, the good quality loose leaf tea, or preferably organic or wild tea, for sure is such a huge difference. And you will see it by the taste as soon as you enjoy proper tea.